watching Fox Sports, Australia's sports leader. You're watching Fox Sports.
The Eels chased their fourth straight win in 2007 as we welcome you to Parramatta Stadium, a 9 Sunday afternoon rugby league with the Parramatta Eels up against arch rivals, the Canterbury Bulldogs. Great news for the Parramatta side is that both internationals are backing up.
Yeah, at fullback, we've got Luke Bird, who's been in great form for us over the last few weeks. And on the wings, the two big men, Jared Hayne and Eric Grath Jr. In the centres, Ben Smith and Tamana Tahu. And the halves, Brett Finch and Tim Smith, who's really found his 2005 form over the last few weeks. In the back row, we've got the tradesman-like back row in the Hindmarsh brothers and Daniel Wagon at lock. And in the front row, our skipper backs up Nathan Kalis with Fui Moi Moi and PJ Marsh at hooker. On the bench, our local junior, Blake Green, he's come up through the grades, and Josh Cordoba. And rounding out the side, Aaron Kennings and the ball playing for Letty Mateo, and they're coached by Michael Hagan.
And the news not so good for the Bulldogs. No Ben Roberts this afternoon, and Sonny Bill Williams has succumbed to a hamstring strain. He will not go around, but it's a formidable side. At fullback, the ever-reliable Luke Patton. Hazem El Masri in great goal-kicking form has kicked 20 of his last 21 attempts. Trent Cutler on the other flank. The centres, Daryl Millard will partner the former Parramatta centre, Willie Tonga. And in the halves, Daniel Holdsworth at 5'8". Outside Brent Sherwin, his first game back in the top grade. It is a lethal back row. Rennie Mature at lock. Willie Mason drops back into the second row alongside captain Andrew Ryan. Mark O'Malley in the front row. He'll be stung he wasn't there against the Kiwis Friday night. Corey Hughes and another former Eel in Chris Armand into the run-on side. Their bench, Dallas McElwain and Kane Cleal. Lee Tamari and Jared Hickey in jersey 20. They are coached by Steve Folkes.
And Sean Hampstead reaches a milestone today, 250 first-grade games. Already chants are up for Eels and the Bulldogs. There's just a good feel about this one. There always is when these two clubs meet.
You're right, you go. I think you're right. You're right, yep.
Big day and night of rugby league on Channel 9. Tonight, Knights versus Broncos at 8:30. And Sunday afternoon footy at Parramatta Stadium. And Eric Grath with the first touch of the ball. And straight away into the arms of Willie Tonga. Yet another former Eel playing for the Bulldogs. PJ Marsh back for Fui Moi Moi. To get up and over the 20-metre line. Plenty of gusto in every run that Fui does. Now Nathan Kalis on tackle number 3. Spun away there from Chris Armand. Dare I say, yet another former Eel there in the Bulldogs jumper. Smith, across it comes for Hindmarsh. Locks horns with Millard there. And is held just outside the 40 on tackle number 4. Parramatta, Tahu will do a bit of this. The dummy half running. He's strong, he can offload. He's hit and spinning there, wrapped up by O'Neilly over the top end. Ryan, last tackle. Smith is in position to kick. He does that from 5 metres inside his own half. He goes low with that one. Comfortable trap for Luke Patton, and back he comes.
He takes it centre field, Patton, and it's a good chase. You can see from that first set of 6, Nathan Hindmarsh under Michael Hagan playing much wider in attack as Matua takes it to the 30. No surprise, Moi Moi brought into the run on side. Can be explosive in the opening 10 to 15 minutes.
Nasri back in for the ogre, Mark O'Mealy, wrapped up by 4 defenders. The 119th meeting between the clubs today. Bulldogs with the advantage there in 14th time at Parramatta Stadium. And Bulldogs with a good record here as well, with half a dozen wins. They're in possession, just short of halfway. Corey Hughes misses out Mason, finds Sherwin onto Patton. And Patton looking to explode through the tackle there of Ben Smith. To get involved in the tackle was Daniel Wagon. Now back to Sherwin, kicks from 40 metres out from the Parramatta line. Angle on it, and Angle finds the touchline. Nice control. Nice start from Brent Sherwin. Tim Gilbert sideline duties this afternoon.
Yeah, very pleasant down here. Early 20s the temperature, a gusty breeze, plenty of cloud cover. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a few drops of rain. Big afternoon for Brent Sherwin. There he is. He gets his opportunity today with Ben Roberts being rested. Roberts a tough watch, isn't it? He's watching Sherwin. If he has a blinder, he won't get that number 7 back for a while.
And Roberts did not play in the Premier League match. I think a smart move by Steve Folkes. Young bloke had his mind on the test match all week. A massive moment. We've trained with Sherwin all that time. Here is Grath with the ball. He's outside the 10. And the Bulldogs, they hunt up as a blue and white army. Mason led them there with Sherwin. Now Ian Hindmarsh, the field goal king from last week. I don't know what price you could get about him back-to-back weeks kicking a one-pointer, but other teams are going to be watching him now. Magic left boot. His brother Nathan tackled short of the 30. O'Neilly there with Mason. Mason playing in the second row today. Moy gets his second hitter. Again, the Bulldogs alert to the fact that he can offload. 3 in the tackle. Hughes was the man down low. This time the kick from Luke Burt, and it is from inside the 40, noted by referee Hampstead. Gee, that's big off the boot from Burt. That's an 80-metre kick and then some to trickle over the dead ball line. That is massive.
Well, Mark Riddell joins us in commentary this afternoon. It's a nice option to have, isn't it? The left foot kicker in Burt, and you've got Finch and Tim Smith who can kick the other side of the field.
Yeah, it definitely is. You know, we work hard on setting Birdie up on the opposite side to what Timmy is, and it's like a pressure release for us.
Now Mark O'Mealy with it. He had good stats last week against Manly. Wasn't enough to get him into that test side or to retain his place. 32 tackles and 16 hit-ups. Now Matua working the right side. And back comes Mason, and up came Moy. And Moy ended up on his backside. He's hopped in as 4th man in second time round. That's not good enough, Willie will say. Another bloke who's hurt is Ian Hindmarsh. That is devastating from Big Willie Mason.
Hands off now, let him up.
Ferocious charge to put down 2 of the Eels forwards. Now Sherwin fires it out for Patton, put a finger on Finch. Matura's through, and inside the 20. He stumbles as he gets to Burt. He had support outside. He got just a little too confident. Last tackle, 3 metres away from the line. Sherwin up, dribbles the ball in goal. Burt's back there. Well done, Parramatta. And Burt to the field of play. It's a big push, and all determination. He gets back to the field of play.
Well, that is a huge effort. They looked odds on to score. The Bulldogs, they still might. Wayward pass, Tahu stays in the field of play, but it's a penalty.
All went early, whole lot of it.
The Bulldogs inside the 10. And after appearing certain to score with Matua put away, Ian Hindmarsh out of the line, somehow Luke Burt gets back in the field of play. He's confronted by O'Mealy. Patton gets there. 4 or 5, eventually some Parramatta supporters come in to help the fullback. But the pass, Tim Smith, heart attack material there. Again, Tahu does a great job to clean up.
Just a trivia point, I reckon that's the most players I've ever seen in the tackle. There were 7 players involved in Burt getting back to the field of play. Parramatta have possession. You just knew this afternoon was going to be special. It started that way. Moy's with it up to halfway. Armit there with Corey Hughes. Looked like Corey was whispering a few sweet nothings in his ear after the tackle. Smith turns inside. Hindmarsh is okay. He got through the tackle there of O'Mealy. 43 metres out from the line. PJ Marsh. Smith calls for it. Gets them going left. Short pass. Hindmarsh was there. Put down. And Matua latches onto it. He started the match in grand form. You'd be surprised if he's got an origin jumper ready, Matua. In just a few weeks' time. PJ Marsh being that time. This is going to give the Bulldogs a big chance.
Yeah, clever work from Corey Hughes. He's an underestimated player in the Bulldogs lineup. His service is good out of dummy half, and he knows when to run. On that occasion, he saw the opposing number 9 offside, headed straight for him, knew that a penalty would be coming his way. Sherwin has been nicely involved early in this game, picks up 15 off the boot.
So the Bulldogs with a full set. 20 metres out, Willie Mason gets a little shuffle going there on the run. That's there with Ian Hindmarsh, 15 metres away from the line. A little slow to play the ball. Hughes for Armit. Made his debut for the Eels in 2003. Had some hard times here too. Had a knee reconstruction at one time when he was hurt as 18th man for the side one night. Now Ryan with it close to the line and driven sideways in the tackle of Wagon. Bulldogs are threatening the breakthrough here. Hughes for Sherwin. Along for Matua, confronted by Smith, he draws them in, links up there with Millard now for the corner, El Masri goes over, gets over his second try of the year. Bulldogs fans are up on their feet, they lead Sunday football by 4 points to 0.
It's a very well constructed try here. They go to the right hand side, second man plays in, just too much speed shown here by Rennie Matua. He got outside Tim Smith, and by doing so, that brought Tamana Tahu in. So Rennie Matua was able to attract 2 defenders. That created the overlap. See here from another angle, he gets outside Smith. Tahu has to get involved. An offload. That meant the winger had to come in, and Hassan El Masri, a simple one. He had 10 metres to work in.
So from 21 out, 10 in from touch, and one last check of the breeze from Hassan. One of the great attractions in the National Rugby League. This is spending a long time over this one. Hazem El Masri to convert his own try. How many of them can he kick? Sunday afternoon football, 6-0 to the Bulldogs. Parramatta have got themselves to the zone again, and they're sending out Feliti Mateo as well to get involved in this set. PJ Marsh, he's come on for Ian Hindmarsh. Mateo. Nathan Hindmarsh with the ball, trapped around the legs there by Sherwin. They're 20 metres out for Tim Smith. On for Finch. Finch decides to run. Then back for Wagon. That's the best moment in a blue and gold jumper so far for Brett Finch. Tucked the ball under his arm, took him on, and serves up a try for Daniel Wagon.
Well, his coach has been very vocal in coming out in support, as a coach should be with his players. I'm talking about Brett Finch, who takes the line on here. He slides in between two defenders in Andrew Ryan and Corey Hughes, and Daniel Wagon, who's been a long-time servant for the Parramatta Eels. Just goes about his job on a weekly basis, bursts through the tackle. There was a lot of purpose in the run. He was deliberately trying to break the line, not going to it to see what was going to develop. He was looking to get the body through, and when he did, he found a nice support play on the inside.
Yeah, really happy for Brett Finch. His football hasn't been great, but I thought he got some unnecessary press a week ago. He really hadn't done a great deal wrong. Here's 10 metres out. But successful, 6-all scoreline. So Finch sets up the try. Wagon in his 199th career game today.
Right, fellas, Davey on the
Much
kick
in
up.
the veteran class
While
at
he kicks
Parramatta. And back with the Bulldogs, Daniel Holdsworth, a player who made his debut here at this ground when he was at the Dragons. Scored a couple of tries on that Friday night. Moy comes back. O'Mealy was looking to line him up. Didn't quite get him. And will play it short of the 20. Now for Nathan Kalis. Good footwork, always has Nathan Kalis. Never just a straight running target for the defence. Armit there with Matua. Now Tim Smith getting out left side with Mateo. He gets that right arm over the top of the defence. He's a dangerous player. Good to have on the interchange. Hayne got into acting half there and runs straight into a bear hug from O'Mealy. And now lashing out as Hayne trying to get up. Fair enough, the call to play on from Sean Hampstead. Then he catches them offside.
You're on the square.
Well, you do love getting these penalties late in the tackle count. The Bulldogs gave away a penalty at the other end of the field, and Parramatta were able to score in the next set of 6. Well, they've given penalties away back-to-back, this one right at the death. And Tim Smith, another good touch finder. A full set within the opposition 20.
6-all scoreline, 15 minutes gone. Crowd's right into it. Two balls on the field, and Sean Hampstead, nice skill, good stuff. And now Moy, another one, he almost goes straight through the doors. Tackled by Mason. 9 metres out from the line. PJ Marsh to the left with Finch. He takes another run, and he scores again. His confidence is sky high. What an afternoon for Brett Finch.
Well, the opposition aren't showing him enough respect. He's taken on Andrew Ryan and straight through his tackle. On this occasion, they're not really looking at what Brett Finch is going to do. See Daryl Millard staying out on his man. Rennie Matua slow to come across on the inside. Sydney heads, opens up, puts the bend into the chest, and it's a soft one. But again, coming off a penalty from the opposition, putting you in good field position. But Brett Finch good enough to take advantage.
Burt gets another kick. He's now 20 from 22 for the year. I'll say it again, I'm happy for Brett Finch. Happy for the Eels. At 10 points to 6, and Bulldogs now just having to do a little bit of soul searching in goal. Goal line defence now a problem for them. Here goes Burt, 10 metres in from touch. Trusty left boot. We're watching a shootout today, El Masri and Burt. It is 12-6 to Parramatta. And onto the ball comes Willie Tonga.
Bit of a problem out there for Rennie Matua at the moment, just with his right leg. Been limping for a little while as Luke Patton throws the dummy, takes it inside the 40. Good play, the ball taken advantage of by Corey Hughes. Good stuff up the middle of the ruck.
Cordoba turned around, the young Eels front rower. Now Patton, across for Holdsworth, inside Mason. He's having a strong game, backing up from the test. Big Willie. His defensive workload has been very heavy this afternoon as well. Here's Sherwin, 10 metres out inside. Hickey will be hard to stop. Big Jared Hickey has got it to in goal, then push back. He's 115 kilos. They had to try and stop him. They did it. Then put down. The Bulldogs still in possession. Last tackle changeover. An exciting set of 6. But Parramatta hang on.
Yeah, and a couple of the smaller players involved in this try saver on Hickey. Certainly the fullback, fortunately Josh Cordova was there as well. And then some nice scrambling defence forced the mistake on the last. Ben Smith gets rid of Holdsworth. He comes again. Mason there to help.
On the Parramatta 40, with PJ Marsh. Along for Nathan Hindmarsh. Again, they've got young Blake Green on the bench, the Eels. Filled in capably a dummy half for his 20 or so minutes last week against the Panthers. Out for Tim Smith. On for Mateo. Ooh, back in the tackle over the top there of Millard. No damage done. I wasn't in it. Now the ball with Tahu. Does well to get rid of Millard. He gets inside the 40. Last tackle. 35 away from the Bulldogs line. Tim Smith has got time to plan out what he wants to do here. No pressure up on him at all. Cutler's underneath it. Cutler, he's lost another. And then for an offside position, Daniel Holdsworth. Gee, it's almost professional foul stuff. He just had to play at it.
Well, there's a perfect example of going to a player whose confidence might be a little bit down because of a previous mistake. He had time, Trent Cutler, despite the fact Ben Smith was in his face. And then Daniel Holdsworth deliberately bats the ball backwards because he knew it was going towards a Parramatta player.
Well, the time he had was the time he had to think about the last one while he was waiting for that ball, and at the last moment he took a jump off the ground, which he didn't have to do.
You don't want time to be thinking. Players are much better off when they just react. You don't want to have time for that to come down and think, oh, hang on, last time one of these came my way, I didn't do well. And now, they'd be silly, Parramatta, not to go high again his way another 1 or 2 times.
And just a little bit of a worry. I know you don't always want to rush up on the kicker, but there was absolutely no pressure on Smith whatsoever. He had time to make a decision whether to run it, kick low, short or high. So Burt, not even from touch to keep this great run he's got going. He's 3 from 3 today, and he's 22 from 24 for the season. It's 14 points to 6 and 12 remaining. And 19 on his back and inside the 40. Got away from Mateo. It's there with Nathan Hindmarsh. Hindmarsh takes his tackle count into the double figures. The only other player in that situation. Charged down by the man of the moment, Finch. He's got another big play. Knock the kick down and dive on it on the Parramatta 40.
And showed experience as well. He could have been tempted to toe that ball through, but he would never have had the pace to go any further. So he made a bird of it and got possession for his team.
Over. Going to get over halfway. Tackle there by Cleal. PJ Marsh on for Kennings. Kennings, good to see being able to string together football. Taken over the top there by Mason. Cleal down lower. He's working on the beard again, Shane Cleal. Out it goes, Smith over the top. Sherwin half-pie red for the intercept in there. Payne with the ball. It's the perfect lob, the pass over the head of Brent Sherwin. Last tackle, Parramatta, 20 metres out. Smith tries a cross kick back. There's pressure on the Bulldogs. There was big pressure. Line drop out. Gives us a strong link to history. And now Ben Smith, the Penguin, over the 30-metre line. A little bit more pressure on the Bulldogs. A lot of defence in this first half. Marsh for Finch. Out for Tim Smith. Tim Smith passes to himself. Over the top. Haynes with the ball. 15 metres out. Now gets to the 10-metre line. Stepping and weaving and fending. Sherwin had to get him with Cleal. And they take the short side. This kick looks long. Oh, just from dead. It's an exciting afternoon at Parra.
Well, those last 2 plays from Tim Smith just show how he's improved his game, how he's worked hard on it, good coaching, and a lot of more variety in his game. The previous play when he dummied inside, went outside, that is what good halfbacks need to do. And then he travelled from right to left to get over. He attracted all the defenders. If the kick had been just a touch shorter, the outside chaser scores. 2 great plays in a row from Tim Smith, and we hadn't seen that in the opening month of play.
Yeah, doesn't he look a lot more confident? You know, the last few weeks, you know, Timmy's improved his game slowly and built on it. And you know, that kick at the end there just went a little too deep.
Hickey with it. That's a classic tackle on Jared Hickey. Daniel Wagon, show that to the young blokes when you're taking on a bigger player in the mini and mod league. Just go low like that. He took Hickey down on halfway. The Bulldogs in possession. Holdsworth, on it comes to Tonga. Tonga trying to step Smith. Ben Smith going very strong defensively this afternoon. No one's getting past him. No one's managing to stand and offload and a tackle. Matua, solid run there. Nathan Hindmarsh to make the tackle with Wagon. 30 metres out. Last, this time Holdsworth with a kick. And this has got to be communication between Hayne and Burt. It ends up no pressure, just too long. 20-minute restart for Parramatta. Not for the first time today.
Yes, lack of possession. Can't maintain any pressure. Nathan Kalis along the sideline. And Daniel Wagon has been excellent in scoring a try. He's been very, very good defensively. Aaron Cannings picks up 8 from the restart.
Yeah, more on Daniel Wagon. Tim Gilbert sideline.
Yeah, he has had a blinder. He goes unsung, doesn't he, in this Parramatta side? He was also the bloke that picked up Willie Mason and dumped him. Well, Mark Riddell, you know him better than most. A good mate of yours.
Yeah, he is, Wags. He's a no-nonsense type player. He turns up at training, just does what he's got to do and heads home without too much fuss. And he's been playing really well for us for a long time now.
Finch on the end of another one, almost away from Matua. 40 metres out from the line, and he will be penalised, Rennie Matua.
You can't do a quick play the ball, you're just holding him there.
Sean Hampstead unhappy. Parramatta 40 metres out, leading by 8 points with just over 4.5 minutes remaining, going to go for goal.
I obviously think that points are going to be difficult to come by. It was a good line run there from Brett Finch coming back at the defence. And the two are holding down the opposite number 6 too long for the referee's liking. I know that it's a different confirmation out there now, but I do agree. I think that Rennie Matua on the right side with Andrew Ryan on the left side is a better recipe for the Canterbury side. And at the moment, you've got the captain on the far side, who I think played 80 minutes against the Kiwis on Friday night, Andrew Ryan.
Well, this is Bert's toughest kick of the day. Well, certainly in terms of distance, but he's hitting him straight enough. That won't be a problem. 40 metres out. Two very good goal kickers today. The best in the league, El Masri, lining up against Bert. He's got another 2. He's got a personal tally of 8 for the afternoon. Some wonderful games up there so far this year. Another good crowd expected for that one. So Parramatta have the ball and a 10-point lead, having trailed 6 or by 6 early. Nathan Kalis winced after that tackle. Now for Cordova. He's played in every game this year. The young Shell Harbour product at Parramatta. And Nathan Hindmarsh as far as the 30-metre line. Now PJ Marsh on for Mateo. Taken low down by Andrew Ryan. Over the top by Dallas McElwain. Mateo, he's got a bit of act in him in that. We've seen that before. He was kicking around there. Referees, I think, have latched onto it with Feliti Mateo. 5 short of halfway. Last tackle for the Eels. Tim Smith, he was under pressure there from Marco Mealy. The chip just a fraction long. Patton's there. And Patton will play at tackle number 115 inside the Bulldogs' half. Sherwood quickly along or Cutler. He's had a juggle of the ball when he's come in field to take a run, and even then he couldn't handle it cleanly. It is a tough day for young Trent Cutler. Holdsworth out for Tonga. He's trying to go up to get to the dressing room and just start the match over again. Clean slate for the second half. Here's Hickey. And Hickey now up to the 40-metre line. He's a product of the St Christopher's Club out at Pannonia. Mark Riddell is too. Yeah, Corey Hughes, Brett Sherwin.
I've known Jared for a long time. He actually used to be my ball boy when I was playing at St Christopher's.
Big ball boy. Was he big then as well?
Yeah, he's been a big lad for a while, I think.
Kane Cleal putting that one down.
Yeah, well, Trent Cutler might be keen to get to the sheds. I think Steve Folkes will be definitely excited to get his team back in at half-time. Sit them down and just go through what they've got to do differently, which is quite a bit on what we've seen in the first 40 minutes.
So scrum on the Parramatta 30-metre line. Tim Smith away to Growth. Growth trying to get on the outside of Sherwin. Turn around, and Nathan Hindmarsh has to take the run, and how strong is he? Hindmarsh. He was barely in a position to go for a run in that particular play, but when he did get the ball, he made a run count as he always does. Here's Growth. He slips a little one away, put down there by Kalis. And the Bulldogs will get a chance with the ball coming up to half-time.
Well, they've set the scrum quickly to give them as much time as possible. The referee's called timeout. Well, time for pretty much a full set of 6 here. Parramatta have given them the opportunity. Firstly, a short kick from Tim Smith gave the opposition field position, and then Eric Gray's a little bit too adventurous in trying to offload to Nathan Kalis.
So Bulldogs with Sherwin and Millard. Well, there was a decision to be made in defence. Do I hammer him or do I go for the intercept? Tahu said, I'll hammer him, and that's what he did. Millard is hurt. Here's Patton taken high there by Wagon. Not illegally high, but just above the chest. And then grapple tackle called again by Sean Hampstead. So 30 seconds remaining this first half. Bulldogs looking for the grandstand finish. Led 6-0 at the moment, trail 16-6. Sherwin will take the free kick. Cut out ball wide for Holdsworth. Kick straight away. Sent Cutler on the run. The ball's there for Cutler. Trent Cutler has scored for the Bulldogs. They may just check the grounding. They will.
That's the first tackle.
Well, don't worry about starting the second half with a clean slate. He may have started the game over beautifully just on the stroke of half-time.
Well, that's brilliant from the Dogs. Well constructed. They knew the situation of the game and they took advantage of a couple of errors. They came a couple of passes also to bring the defence up. Ben Smith is a long way up. So too Eric Growth. Much tougher to turn and chase. Luke Bird had a long way to travel, and Trent Cutler. He hasn't had a happy first 40 minutes, but his last contribution to the half is a crucial one.
He only has to smother it with his chest to be a try. He gets the try. What a way to go to half-time for the Bulldogs. 16 points to 10. So Al-Masri has this one. He can kick him with one leg tied behind his back. That's how good he is. He's 1.5 meters in from touch. And he's chasing 2 from 2 for the afternoon. He's only had 1 miss this year. There's an Al-Masri. Even scratches his nose before he takes a shot. He does seem to be taking just a fraction longer today. Al-Masri started off well right. Needs to swing back. It's off the upright. Of course it's there. Never in doubt. Tie a leg and an arm behind his back. And blindfold him.
Wednesday on NRL 360.
We'll hit the big issues hard
and never pull our punches. I've got players who I can't cop, and I've got a lot of players who can't cop me.
Covering controversy from every angle.
And courting it too.
This could be a disaster.
You know what? It happened. Big deal, move on.
Get the inside scoop direct from the source, plus in-depth analysis from the game's biggest personalities.
The whole thing is mouth-watering. I can't wait.
NRL 360, only on Fox Sports.
Finding everything okay?
I work for a different insurance company, but my car policy is getting a little too expensive.
Good news for you. Progressive is 100% online, which means we can save you heaps on our car insurance.
All online? I love this place. Dad? Steve?
Oh, it's an office party.
Visit progressiveonline.com.au to see if you could save.
Schick Extreme 3. 3 flexible blades that uniquely adapt to any contour for extreme comfort for every possible angle. Schick Extreme 3. Try the new Extreme 3 5-in-1 value pack. Free your skin.
It's Coles Zero MasterCard time.
With the Coles No Annual Fee MasterCard, you pay 0 annual fee and pay 0% interest on balance transfers for 6 months if you apply and are approved for a new Coles MasterCard.
0 interest for 6 months.
Plus, you can get the Coles mobile wallet that costs 0.
Oh, yeah.
Apply for a Coles No Annual Fee MasterCard today at coles.com.au/credit cards.
Coles MasterCard.
Are you peckish, hungry or starving? At Hungry Jack's with flame grilled beef, cheese and barbecue sauce, you can enjoy a single, double or triple barbecue cheeseburger from $2. Yeah, just $2. The burger's better at Hungry Jack's.
It's a barbecue after the game, lunch at the office, or dinner with friends and family. This August, rather than going out, host your own Dine at Mine event for camp quality. Your support will help create a better life for kids living with cancer. To register, visit dineatmine.org.au. Dine at Mine. Make it yours.
Big Time Boxing on Fox Sports.
Ready then for the second half. Sunday afternoon, round 6 of the Telstra Premiership. Boot of Luke Burt gets us into this second period. O'Mealy's ready, rip-rearing, ready to go. And almost back to the 20 for the Bulldogs. O'Mealy's stats from the first half: 15 tackles, 7 hit-ups. Tackle count, by the way, Corey Hughes, 23 for the half. That's the highest count across both teams. Top of the Parramatta tackle count is Daniel Wagon with 18, Nathan Hindmarsh with 13. As this kick from inside the 40, Holdsworth drives it deep. And Hayne gets a bounce that has him turned around, and he's with it, 20 metres out from the Parramatta line. And Hayne is picked up, and it was headed to the dangerous category by Rennie Matua, but was levelled off.
Got him into a danger, flipped him, got him into a danger.
By Millard.
Penalty.
It could have been a lot worse, but for the work done upstairs here by Millard. He's kept hold of him all the way and kept him no more than parallel to the ground in a horizontal position. So a shake it ahead from Rennie Matua, but I think his teammate has saved him maybe even a suspension. So Parramatta have the ball up on halfway. Cordoba runs in. There was just a bump front on. Matua there, fired up, 45 metres out from the line. The Eels attack with PJ Marsh and Feliti Mateo. Took the short side. There was a second ball on the field there for a moment. Now Marsh, 30 metres out from the line. Nathan Hindmarsh. He works forward. O'Mealy's got hold of the leg. Line over the top with Cleal. 21 metres from the line. PJ Marsh. On for Smith. Fired out for Finch. Big first half from Brett Finch. He tries a run again. They're alert to it this time. Ryan made the tackle. 15 out. Tim Smith thought about passing long. Decides to go short and inside with Cordoba. That's the last for Parramatta. Smith wants it again. He's got a kick, does he? He's got a pass, it's intercepted! Sherwin's latched onto it. Sherwin's over to 40. He's being chased downfield by the man who passed it, Smith. Burt's got Sherwin in his sights and makes the tackle. He will play it 25 metres out from the line. Patton with the ball. Parramatta never onside. Holdsworth. Ryan, he straightens up. Taken down there by Ben Smith. 15 metres from the line. Now sent back infield, McElwain, Holdsworth, Hickey. Hickey not quite at full steam there and still works forward. Held up there, he's lost the ball. Hindmarsh came over the top. Hampstead says knock on. And Parramatta will get a scrum feed.
And will let out a huge sigh of relief. He is still the man most likely to be picked off for an intercept. You can't go to the line and then throw a flat pass wide and not expect to get taken. The only good thing for the Parramatta side, it was Brent Sherwin that was taking the intercept and not a Willie Tonga or a Daryl Millard. The halfback didn't have the pace to go all the way. And again, in Parramatta's favour, the opposition made a mistake right in front of the post during the next tackle.
Oh, Smith has thrown one from the scrum base and Holdsworth is called. Went early. Offside or getting out early from the scrum, but these are scary moments for Tim Smith in this match. Holdsworth went for the sneaky play around the back of the referee. Something Mark Riddell would do, I reckon, given the opportunity. So Parramatta on the touch final, almost back to halfway. Mark Riddell in commentary this afternoon. Michael Hagan, we'll hear from Tim Gilbert in a moment what Hagan had to say at half-time. How have you found his demeanour in half-time addresses to the team?
Yeah, he's pretty relaxed, Hags. You know, he stays composed and just tries to get everyone focused and back on the job. And I'm sure he'll be a little bit disappointed the way the first half finished off, but he'll be looking for the boys to play a lot more positive footy this half.
So PJ Marsh away from Kalis, and he did put a burst of energy on there in the run. Hickey made the tackle. They're 30 metres out. Both teams have had chances since half-time. Finch goes out, Wagon, quick hands, back for Bird, he puts the brakes on. Makes it easy for Ryan and Holdsworth. And Tonga got involved in the tackle. Last it is for Parramatta. Finch is the man in position this time for the kick. Here it comes from Brett Finch. Looks long off the boot. El Masri's underneath it. Just out from the goal line. El Masri with the ball. And El Masri will get back to the 10. He stepped away from Sean Hampstead. And then he's run in as an obstruction play. Almost right in front of the posts. Well, Haslam, I think, was caught out there once he stepped away from the referee. He's run up inside of Dallas McElwain, but he's run inside him. He hasn't run around him.
No, he's done very well, Brett Finch. He's run straight into the defender, or to the support player. Have a look at Brett Finch coming up right of screen. He runs into the back of the number 14, Dallas McElwain, and made it very obvious to the referee, saying, "Sir, I couldn't get him. He's in my way. I must be obstructed."
I'm not entirely happy with that one, to be honest. The man on the outside, I know they're coming back onside. They can't disappear. And the fact that El Masri straightened up his run before he got right across to him.
Well, he's a bit like the sleeper man when they're penalised when the play's going on around the ruck area and someone is he's still standing there and hasn't got back onside as such.
I'll go with your read on it. Finch played for it and got rewarded. He played a big part in it, Brett Finch. Successful as Luke Burt again. Willie Mason remains on the bench to start this second half. Ryan there with Cleal. Kalis up for Wagon. One of the try scorers from the first half. Got the Eels' first one off a Brett Finch surge at the line. PJ Marsh, the short side. Finch involved there with Ben Smith. Good tackle there on Ben Smith. Holdsworth and Tonga. Ryan finished it off. Now Marsh, they attack the short side. This one's good. Nathan Hindmarsh for Grove. Grove back for Hindmarsh. Hindmarsh keeps it alive. Marsh with the ball. 9 metres out. Now loses it forward. And Cleal knocks it on as he went to ground.
Knock on by Parramatta. Knock on.
Knock on both ways. And the Bulldogs will get a scrum feed. A nice siding rush, wasn't it, Sterling?
Well, nice play down the short side. When you see the opposition centre go to marker, you know that they're short that way. And Parramatta very, very near to going all the way. PJ Marsh shaping to pass to keep it alive. Just some contact with the Bulldogs defender, knocked the ball loose.
Holdsworth. Down the left they go with Ryan. He gets inside the 40. Ian Hindmarsh comes over the top in that tackle with Finch. Now back to centre field with Sherwin. On it comes. Mason back on. Gets a run. The One Community program. Channel 9 proud to be associated with the National Rugby League. For more information, rugbyleague.com.au/OneCommunity. Find out about all the fundraising the NRL are doing for National Breast Cancer Foundation, and that includes the Mother's Day Walk. London will come up on May 13. Up in the fence, going Tahu and then throws his man down. Quick play the ball. The tackle was on Lee Tamari, his first touch. Sherwin goes high, look at this one. Across field, they've got it batted back. Ryan doesn't get to it. Holdsworth under the ball, loses it. Parramatta will come up with possession. Smith scoops it up. They'll play the changeover for the drop ball.
Come on, just did 10 metres there. Where you at, Daniel?
Held down by Tonga.
Go back, 10 metres.
18 points to 12. Only the one goal since half-time. Minute 6 to break. Look at Moy. Tackle around the legs by Tamari. The former Dragon playing for the Bulldogs now. Smith floats and over the top. Hayne right on the fingertips, then forward back in field for Mateo. That was the big Harbour Bridge pass. That one for Jared Hayne to try and catch.
Well, it was the perfect time to move the football because it had been such a good run by Fui Moy leading up to it. But the long cutout pass not needed. That's when you want the football in the hands of your ball players, but not second tackle throwing it over the sideline.
Down to the sideline, here's Tim Gilbert.
Yeah, big afternoon for Lee Tamari. He's just got on the field. There he has the ball right now on first grade debut. Had a special presentation at the Sheds before the game. Darren Britt gave him the jersey. So congratulations to Lee Tamari.
Yeah, first match in the Bulldogs colours, just a sprinkly of first grade experience at the Dragons, but this is a big day for him in the blue and white. That's a nice touch, Darren Britt. From a great front row for the Bulldogs and former captain, presenting the jumper. Dallas McElwain, dummy half. Andrew Ryan with it. Andrew Ryan will carry 3 defenders in the end inside the 20. Happy to give a ride there to Brett Finch and Kalis. Wagon, Sherwood inside. Mason is turned around in the tackle, and again he threatens to offload. Big time here for the Bulldogs, big time for the Parramatta defence. McElroy down, Holdsworth, they put down again, the Dogs. Burt comes up with the ball. Andrew Ryan couldn't handle. Burt rolls over the top like he's in a Jackie Chan movie.
Well, there's a great tackle there from Brett Finch on Andrew Ryan. Knocked the football clear. There was a few other supporters in there to help, but Finch went low. Moy now, another strong challenge. Gets rid of one. Bounces off two.
Well, he bounced into Daniel Holdsworth. And Moy, Marsh. Now Hindmarsh. That's Ian Hindmarsh. Got past Hickey. Good set here from Parramatta. Almost back to halfway. Gets the fans excited again. Smith kicks from just inside halfway. And now Masri sprints back. He's got it from his own in goal. Hazem El Masri. Back he comes and gets over the 10-metre line. Blake Green on for the Eels, but not for PJ Marsh. This time Sherwin a dummy half. And on for Tonga. Sterlo, what have you made of the game of Brent Sherwin? We reached 55 minutes. Brent Sherwin today, first game in first grade for the year.
He looks rusty in first grade, Andrew, and normally he has a kicking game that is based on precision. A couple of very dusty ones that have really just given the opposition the football. Willie Mason, good strong charge again, last tackle. He's feeling his way, hasn't played since the finals last year. There he is, and that's a much better kick off the boot.
Yeah, he's got space there between Burt and between Grove. Burt will cover it up, 5 metres out from the line. Sherwin leads the chase. Everyone else onside, and Parramatta, tackle number 1 inside their 20. They're on the hunt for 4 straight victories here, the Eels, after 2 straight losses. Grove. That's the bump and run over the top of Sherwin. Leave your footprints on his chest. Now Blake Green with the ball. He's outside the 30. In fact, 15 metres short of halfway. Now finished down the right side with Ben Smith. Smith tackled on the 40. Eels this time, and Hindmarsh takes a run. Almost back to halfway. Kept it fairly simple this set, Parramatta. Just looking to steady the ship. 6-point leaders. Marsh is the kick. Big off the boot. Patton in position. Hands above the head. That's nice. Down in the back pocket. Puts it into top gear. Luke Patton gets around the outside of 1. That was Mateo. Now he's over the 40. Runs up at 10 Smith. By gee, we've got good fullbacks in the National Rugby League. Exciting run by Patton, and now the Bulldogs get a penalty. Wasn't square. That's super play.
That's great play from Luke Patton. Put the hands up, caught the football, and then immediately tried to eat up as many metres as he could. Flat out. Beat the defence. Eventually a penalty coming the Bulldogs' way. They start 20 metres out with Mason taking it forward.
They lift here, the Bulldogs. With 22.5 minutes remaining. And 18 points to 12 to Parramatta. Slow play the ball for Hughes. Then infield they come. And Armit will play it 5 away from the line. Met there by Hindmarsh, also by Kennings. Corey Hughes, out for Sherwood. Step, wants a runner inside, it's Matua. Matua with the ball, they stand their ground in defence. Kennings and Ian Hindmarsh, they're still only 5 metres away from the line. Corey Hughes, Sherwood, out it comes for Holdsworth. Inside for Ryan, he puts a spurt on. Ryan, held there in the tackle of Green and Marsh and Moy. Still 5 from the line. Mason takes a charge at them. And this weapon of mass destruction goes over the line for the Bulldogs.
How do you stop him? Look at the size of the man. He's got agility, he's got speed. He gets the football 2 metres out here and running into space, into a gap. And that's important because it makes it so much more difficult for him to be tackled. You see, one man drops off. PJ Marsh is never going to be able to stop him low. Nathan Hindmarsh did the same in the test match to score the first try on Friday night, running into a hole.
18-16, this to level up. And Masri, still same process, same routine. That's the secret of his success. So Masri successful, and it is all locked up at Parramatta Stadium. They always promise something special. 20 to go, 18 all. Here's Mason. Tackled there by Ian Hindmarsh, gets up to halfway, Big Willie, and no surprise the Bulldogs have lifted with a return to the game of Willie Mason. Now Sherwin, that's been touched by Finch and definitely played at. So the Bulldogs will get the scrum fee. 45 minutes out from the line. So no doubts at all. Finch wrapping the left arm round, all the way round, and happy that the referee picked up on the fact that he was playing at the ball, because we've seen a few of those in previous seasons saying no, they're just trying to make the tackle. Let's go down to the sideline, Tim Gilbert.
Oh, we are in rugby league heaven, aren't we? 17 to go. Parramatta and the Dogs, 18 all. And then tonight, special time, 8:30. It's the Knights at home to the Broncos. An emotional note as we farewell Joey. Oh, this is beautiful.
38 metres away from the line, the Bulldogs. Well, we know the Tim's excited. Lee Tamari's got the ball. No, there's plenty of reasons for that to happen. Knights up against the desperate Broncos. Here's Patton with it. He was looking to run straight through the tackle of Ian Hindmarsh. It took an assist from Marsh to get him down. That was PJ. Sherwood, 15 out, batted on by Holdsworth. That's beautiful. Tonga out for Cutler. Cutler with the ball. Forced back infield. They are 5 minutes out. The ball's just spat out up the top. Now Ryan goes over. Well, Parramatta will contest. He was held. But if the referee hasn't called held, it's play on. Now Finch has lodged a protest.
We're just checking that structure.
Well, the referee, I think, was going to award the try. He's been talked into this to some degree, it would appear, from Brett Finch. I'm not sure if that's the way to go. But Sean Ham said he's going upstairs. This is great work from Daniel Holdsworth. Pass over the top from Willie Tonga. Trent Cutler beats the tackle of Ben Smith, comes back in. Well, I think it might be a no try. I think he's taking him out of the defensive line. And as we pointed out on Friday night with Willie Mason going into the Kiwi defence, the priority or the onus is on the decoy not to make contact with the defensive line.
It's 18 all at the moment. And the decision comes through, no try, penalty Parramatta. And now Moy, nice footwork, almost offloaded. I'll keep it alive for Smith. He goes not long, not short, somewhere in between, and finds the sideline. If I'd have a crack at it, he had to be a little shorter than that, and if he wanted to put real pressure on the Bulldogs, there's the bandage. That's Riddell-like, that bandage on Ian Hindmarsh. Not quite as bad as what you had to wear, Mark, a few weeks back.
No, look a lot prettier than Hindy.
But it's no fashion statement. I don't think that's going to catch on.
I'm not sure if pretty comes into the equation.
I don't think me and pretty go together.
That was a nasty cut. Taken a, that's where the bandage is to stem that.
Well, Sean Ham said still not happy with Ian Hindmarsh. They did replace his jumper, but he's got blood all over his leg and his arm. Crowd over 18,000 this afternoon. It'll be over 25,000 tonight in Newcastle. And now they're having to, well, they're doing the full wash job on Hindmarsh. He's getting his leg scrubbed. Bulldogs have got the ball 15 metres out from their own line. Back of the scrum win. 11 minutes remaining. They're nearly with it.
And getting to the stage now where the next points would just about win this game.
Well, there's some good field goal kickers in both teams. Tua's got him. So we know Sherwin can bang him over under pressure. Not out of the question for Holdsworth. Parramatta got plenty of them. Finch has done it in Origin. Bird has kicked them. Tim Smith. Ian Hindmarsh. Now Matua. Centrefield with Sherwin. On for Mason. Running there. Straight at his Australian Test teammate Nathan Hindmarsh. Tackle on halfway. Last tackle for the Bulldogs. Corey Hughes. Sherwin, they need a big play here. It's out for Daniel Holdsworth. He decides to kick. Bird is across there. Will play it. Bird was able to get away from Tonga, but not past Cutler. So the set starts inside the Parramatta 20. As we get inside the final 10 minutes now. We had one try in the second half. Parramatta keeping it alive. Burt with the ball and then slides over. Green dummy half, 15 inside Parramatta territory. Nathan Kalis. Another run for Nathan. 17 tackles, 14 hit-ups. 5 short of halfway. Moy strides forward and goes straight through the attempt there of Tamari. We'll play it 45 minutes from the Bulldogs line. I'd be surprised if they take a shot somewhere, if they get anywhere within 30 metres. Kick back, Patton is across to it. Juggle! Now he's lost it. Hampstead says knock back. Now he's in a heap of trouble. Patton with the ball. He's locked up in goal. Line drop out. The juggle, then surrounded by hungry Lions.
Well, you don't often see this from Luke Patton. He was off before he'd gained full control of the football. A bit different to his last run in fielding a kick. And look at the blue and gold jerseys there to confront. Knows that he's given the opposition a chance here. The set of 6 inside the final 9 minutes.
So line drop out, bounces up 45 metres out. Kalis will take this one back. There's a field goal this set, 8.5 minutes remaining, Sterling.
I think we're getting very close to it, Andrew, yes.
So the Eels, they come back. Growth will take one run, not from any deep range there. More or less just walked into the defence. They're 25 metres out.
I do think Luke Bird is the preferred option at Parramatta. I think he's the best of them.
Moi strong run. They've got Burt in perfect position here. It does appear he'll be the one. They've got Finch right. They've certainly got options. Smith's with the ball here. They're going to go across left out for Tahu. Millard had to make the decision there. Intercept or tackle. He took the ladder. Green at dummy half. Now they will come to the left. Ian Hindmarsh calling for the ball. Green has taken them further away from the posts on the last. Tim Smith is there at first receiver. He'll kick it on the angle. 15 metres out. He kicks across field. Underneath it is Cutler. Flying through was Growth. Forced the pass back for Smith. Kalis can't handle. Bulldogs won't either. Change over.
Knock on there.
Bulldogs will have possession.
Well, it's not what was expected. This is a tremendous effort from Trent Cutler. If he doesn't hang on to Eric Growth strides through. Penalty now, as we see Kalis knock on, as Luke Patton did a moment later. This now gets the Bulldogs into an attacking position. Holdsworth will find touch inside the opposition half. It's a great kick, a great kick.
Well, Daniel Holdsworth rolled the dice just a shade there. He backed himself on that kick. And the Bulldogs, with 7 minutes remaining, if they don't go for the try, they are in field goal range now. O'Mealy takes the first one. Just a hit, he lifted the forearm a bit. Kalis came reeling out of the tackle. Now with Corey Hughes, Willie Mason, he's got the socks down now, Willie. He's tackled 19 metres away from the line. 18 all, the great rivals, with 6.5 remaining. Andrew Ryan's got it. He's 10 metres out from the line. Green came over the top. The Mummies there, Ian Hindmarsh as well to make the tackle. Corey Hughes, they're going to take it away from the post. Holdsworth on to Tonga. He smashed in the tackle of Ben Smith. Great stuff. 8 minutes remaining. Back and cuts. Holdsworth shot. Holdsworth has got it. Daniel Holdsworth has banged it over for the Bulldogs. They hit the front by 1, but there's still 6 remaining.
He gave the other end of the furlough. Don't understand Blake Green going to this side of the ruck, taking the ball away. The Bulldogs have one opportunity. They led after 7 minutes in this game, but they've been chasing ever since.
Lots of groans there at the tackle. Willie Tonga gets up, looking at the man, and Bulldogs making good ground. Cutler, he gets over the 40. That's a 20-metre gain. Last tackle. They've made 62 metres in the set. Corey Hughes, like, gee, they make that tough down the short side to get a kick in. Burt's across to it. 10 metres out from his own line, bumps away from Corey Hughes and wrapped up by Ryan.
Oh, just a flop there from Trent Cutler. He knew as soon as he went in. He almost tried to stop himself mid-motion. And this penalty, where you see him come, no, I don't want to touch him. I did, yes, I know, I did, sir. Yeah, you got me. But it gives up an extra 20 metres that they shouldn't have had to contend with, and all of a sudden you think Parramatta at the end of this set of 6 should be in field goal range.
Nathan Kalis plays it on 1. 4 minutes remaining. Ian Hindmarsh is with the ball. Hindmarsh taken sideways over the top there by Mason. Down low was Tamari. Slow play the ball by Ian. Now it comes to his brother Nathan. Nathan Hindmarsh, 40 metres from the line. O'Mealy gets in a wrestle. So does Tamari. So does McElwain. That's tackle number 3. 40 metres from the Bulldogs line. Now they head back to centre field with Cordoba. Perhaps the mindset is just get it to level again. We'll worry about Golden Point. Going to play. Oh, lost ball. Oh, just total mix-up. Cordoba there. Parramatta lost ball. Green there. Goes through his legs. Cordoba lost control.
Look, there was a bit of contact there from Willie Mason's knee, who gives young Josh Cordoba a mouthful.
Now the ball with Sherwin on for Tonga. Parramatta will still get another crack with the football. And more than one at that. Hughes on for O'Mealy. O'Mealy up and over the 40-metre line for the Bulldogs. O'Mealy's stats, 27 tackles, 12 hit-ups. McElwain has got it. McElwain ran straight there at Ian Hindmarsh, now picked up, driven by Kalis. Taken sideways as well by Cordoba. 5 short of halfway. Willie Mason will run straight this time, gets them over that halfway mark. Bulldogs, quick play, the ball by Mason. Corey Hughes, they roll forward with Ryan. Nice play. And penalty. And penalty at 19-18.
Blake Green, mate.
With 2 minutes 40 remaining, El Masri can kick it from here. He can also sake up over 60 seconds of play. Blake Green was the player called out once he got involved in the tackle.
Yes, we should have a 3-point ball game here. They'll take their time. Late in the tackle count. Green, who is, well, he's inexperienced, obviously. And this is going to hurt the side. But I still go back to Parramatta when they had an opportunity to go 1 point in front, really did not execute at all. And in some ways, you've got to look at the 7 and the 6. They're the players who should have been directing where they wanted the football taken to.
Well, now this is staggering. Now, Hazem El Masri has just taken time testing the breeze, and Hampstead has decided, all right, you're taking too long. Until you get some consistency in this, I don't think the referee can make that call.
So what we're saying is that it wouldn't happen in the first 5 minutes of the game?
Absolutely not. I think you've got to reach a situation where you give them 1 minute for the kick. Anything longer than 1 minute, the clock goes off. Time stopped, but so now time is off until Sean Hampstead decides it can go back on. And in real time, this kick will take around about 30 seconds less in the context of the game than any other kick El Masri took in the first half.
And funnily enough, Parramatta will hope this goes over, because then they can kick off down the other end, force a mistake, hopefully.
Ironic moment there. Once Hampstead ruled time back on, El Masri went and tested the breeze again, threw some grass back up, as if to rub it in Sean Hampstead's face.
Oh, he's got a sense of humour, has he? Parramatta need this to go over and then force a mistake.
19-18 is the scoreline. El Masri has gone into a trance. From 37 metres out, El Masri on the way. Well, there is the lead by 3. Now Parramatta will sprint back to halfway. 21-18. He got a short one in his bag. He needs a big one. Here it is. He's got plenty of hang time on the kick. Bulldogs line up. Parramatta's there. Bulldogs possession. Patton comes up with a wheel. Patton almost away from Smith. That was somewhat of an anti-climax. Hardly a Parramatta hand anywhere near the ball.
Remarkably, he came up with an uncontested catch.
I thought the kick-off was great by Burton. Got the height on it, right distance. Bulldogs will look to play up the set, then drill it over the sideline. O'Neilly's got it this time. He runs up. Now Parramatta try and do one-on-one tackles here and go for a strip of the ball. Mason, it's risky when you allow that to happen. That's on 2 and 3 in the tackle. Cordoba, Kalis, Hindmarsh. Now Mason will get to his feet as slow as possible. They won't want a balking penalty, the Bulldogs. We saw one last week against Matt Geyer at Melbourne. Ryan will play it. 20 minutes out last tackle. Corey Hughes will just take this one over the sideline. Here he is. Hughes kicks it. He kicks it straight at Grove. Parramatta almost come up with the ball. They have got it. And he's going to go knock on against the Eels. And that'll be victory to the Bulldogs. The Parramatta run comes to an end at 3 straight wins. The Bulldogs get their 3rd win of the season. The arch rivals meet. A dramatic afternoon, and the Bulldogs win 21 points to 18.
This has been a presentation of Fox Sports in partnership with the National Rugby League.
Look out, New York. The Aussies are ready. And so is Fox Sports, the only place to watch the US Open live in smashing HD. The US Open live only on Fox Sports.
It makes you think that after 100 years, we'll never truly grasp the magnitude of their sacrifice.
Thrust onto the front lines, our youngest,
our strongest, our bravest gave their lives for us.
And all they asked in return
was that we remember.
Join History and Foxtel for a year-long event as we commemorate the centenary of service.
This program brought to you by Harvey Norman. Shop with confidence, online, mobile, in-store. And tab.com.au. How's your form?